Hello everybody, I am Mr. Saturday and I hope you are having a beautiful, wonderful day. My day is going fantastic. And off camera, I've been collecting a little bit of resources, not too much. I am still not where I want to be for the next build. And I built two temporary farms over here. So we have a little cactus farm, just so I can like punch them out and get some quick cactus. And I have a little makeshift tree farm over there to keep me from chopping all of the trees down, or around this area. I might want some of them for decoration, and I might want to get rid of some. The cactus came from over there. You could kind of see it just off at the distance, and I just brought some over here so I'm not going back and forth. Now, I don't know if I will be able to get to this build. Maybe we will, but I don't know if I'll be able to, because I actually want to check out the nether. I have the obsidian on me, and I have the flint and steel ready to go. I'm in my full diamond suit. I got some food. I'm a little bit lacking in torches, but that's not too bad. And we could go down here and grab some cobblestone. All right, I have a couple of stacks of cobblestone now. I'm not entirely too sure where to put this nether portal. I was thinking about putting it in here just to have like a temporary one. Probably just in this wall. I mean, this is just going to be, one of these anyways. So I could probably go ahead and just put it in this wall right here. If I remember, you can't do custom nether portals on beta. I think they all have to be the exact size. So this will be the center. And we can replace these with obsidian. We have to build, pretty much we have to build the normal, 2x3 nether portal. And there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and light this. We'll probably build another one. This will probably just be a temporary one. I'm not 100% sure. I would like to do a nether portal room. I think that would be really cool. But this one should do for now. We got it all lit up. Let's see where it takes us. And we're trapped. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that nether portal is really loud. Okay. Where's the coordinates at? Where are we at? We're at Y71. So we got to go down, maybe? Alright, let me dig down a ways to see if that's the case, or if I gotta go up. Okay, I finally broke through. I just dug to like around a 40-ish level, and I finally ran into a tunnel. I'm hoping this tunnel leads the way out somewhere, because I got like the weirdest spot. I mean, it's completely safe. I can't complain about how safe it is, but it is a little bit weird. I'm not going to lie. Let's get rid of that. And this is one of the things I wanted to come here for. I wanted some of this glowstone. And another thing is I actually want some of the soul sand, which I'm hoping to get. It looks like some of the mobs. This is a cool beta feature. The mob tags are above each creature's head. So you could kind of see where mobs are spawning. And that might be a way out. So if we can't find a way out through these tunnels, we'll probably just make a way out of our own and know that we are really close. So let's go ahead and get on up here. Hopefully something, happens soon. We see like a big open nether. This is definitely something. Like I'm in a weird, twisted world. Right, just a random cave. Oh, there's some of the mobs we've seen. The old pigmen are back. That's neat. I want to make a farm out of these guys. In the nether, these guys drop cooked pork chops. So it would be pretty cool to have a farm of these dudes to make an infinite food source just to have. I think mushroom soup is probably the best food source you can personally carry on you. But there's nothing wrong with some free cooked pork chops, you know? Especially if you got a farm that gives them to you for free. And there's nothing up here. So we're going to make our way back. It's probably going to take me a while to find my way out. Well, other than this glowstone, I checked every cave and I kind of walled them off when they didn't lead to anything. So I'm just going to collect this glowstone, probably make my tunnel a bit higher to hopefully come out into a more open spot. And, you know, see if we can get like just a good view of the old school nether. And don't get me wrong, you know, this is the wonderful view that it is with this old school netherrack. This old school netherrack, I forgot that it was like this. Even when I played 2 beta 2T about a year or two ago, I think I had a texture pack on. So I really didn't, you know, see the old school textures. And now that I'm seeing them, I was like, you know, it brings back memories, but this is still a pretty ugly block. It's pretty bad. So I might do something to tweak it, you know, just for my own personal taste. Probably bring the new netherrack over. I could probably try, you know, bring that texture over. You know, don't get me wrong, this does definitely bring back memories, but it's hard on the eyes. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really hard block to look at. Four pickaxes later, and I've finally done it. I finally got into a big opening that I could go exploring in. Yeah, so this is the 4th pickaxe. It's almost done. I might have to turn around and go home just to get another one to be safe. I do see a ton of glowstone, which is one of the things I want. But I do not see a ton of the soul sand, which is the other. So I'm going to have to go looking around, see if I can find it. Okay, I think I am done with the nether for a while. Ghast are a lot worse in this version, especially when they pack spawn and just shoot at you like crazy. That was wild. But here we go. This is what I went to the nether for. I needed some of this soul sand because it's a nice darker brown color. And I like using glowstone for lighting instead of torch spamming everywhere. So we get a few glowstone bits. I did try out a diamond shovel while I was in there to see if it mined the soul sand a bit faster than the iron shovel. To me, it felt like the same speed, and what was kind of weird was that the diamond sword, I think, is slightly faster at mining sandstone, or soul sand, than the shovel is. But I couldn't time it right, so I could be wrong, but for some reason it just felt slightly faster. But now we got more variety of blocks. I still got to collect more blocks for my build that I want to do up there. I need a lot more green wool for what I want to do. I'm thinking with the very little amount of resources that I do have, I might be able to throw up a mock-up to at least get a better idea of everything I need. I have a picture in my head of what I want it to look like, but I don't have anything built. Like, I don't have a test world for this. I'm strictly playing in beta 1.7.3 at the moment, so no creative mode, no nothing. So everything that I've got is either drawing on paper or just kind of floating around in the old brain, which is normally not a good idea because my brain sucks. So we're going to map something out at the bottom and try to create the walls the best we can. Hopefully that turns out okay, and then that will be a better judgment of what I need than me just trying to guess. Okay, and I feel like I've gotten a pretty good bit done. I'm loving the way the build is coming out so far, and it is decently big compared to the tower I just built. It's a pretty decent sized build. The inside is kind of lacking a little bit, and I'll explain why here in a minute. But I was able to get some of the lighting in, and I think the lighting is turning out okay. It's not really intrusive, it's not torch spam, so it's looking pretty cool. I even put some in the floor down here. There are some under bushes, and you know, we have like little planters with bushes in the middle. This was a attempt at a fancy carpet design using crafting tables. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't. One part of me is like, this looks really cool, and the other part's like, this is weird. So it might stay, it might not, I have no idea. Yeah, the roof, this is what I used all that soul sand for, is the ceiling in here and in the roof, because it's a bit of a darker brown tone, which looks really nice up against the green and the sandstone. So onto the issues with this place so far, and I guess we'll start with the interior issue. I knocked out into the tree farm. I thought this was a bit wider than what it was. That was me really not paying attention to what I was digging out as much. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do here to go further back. And another problem with this build is the area that I was wanting to put a tower on, I might have to delete it. I might have to get rid of the area, which was this little spot right here. I was gonna widen this dirt up a little bit, and we talked about having a tower maybe here or maybe up there. Now that I look at it, in order to get this build to not look as goofy as it looks right now in the pack, I might have to delete, no, I definitely have to delete this. Can you move, sheep? Is it necessary? Okay. I'm going to have to delete this area, and I'm going to have to delete the little spot on the top. Which, you know, it kind of sucks, but if I want to be able to finish the build, I'm going to have to do it. What is cool, though, is I did think of a way to keep, like, a tower in this area. And I'm thinking of maybe adding a tower right here that comes off of the new house. And maybe make it some kind of farm. I've been thinking about maybe making it a cactus farm to get rid of the, you know, the temporary one. Or maybe some kind of mob farm right in here. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I do think it'd be pretty cool, and we could have some way of accessing it from inside the house. And I think that would be a really neat idea. Over here, it does look kind of weird when you're coming out of the mineshaft tower, right? But it doesn't look as weird. Like, I wanted it to be built into the cliffside. So this part right here looks like it's built coming out of the cliffside like I wanted it to. So I don't want to delete the whole top part, but maybe to about where that tree is, and just have some of the overhang hanging over the roof like this to kind of keep that feel on this side. And we'll be able to do cool stuff inside the cliff and on top of the cliff that I think would be pretty neat. But as for this side and the back, I think this side and the back has to come out for me to be able to finish the rest of the build like I want to. Because it's, to be honest with you, it's half a house. I was expecting this to be, you know, like twice this size, like a little bit, you know, twice as long. And we'd be able to have rooms or like little areas, right? Like this area right here was going to be a set of doors that could lead into a hallway of something cool. And then this over here could also be a set of doors that could lead to a hallway with something cool. But now this might be a doorway that leads to a tower that has a farm in it. This tower was a pain in the butt to build, but I think it looks okay. I think it looks pretty good. I got the dome roof kind of going, which was tricky to figure out, but it looks kind of nice. I'm liking the way it turned out. The reason why it was tricky to figure out the whole tower is that it's such an odd shape. It's such a weird shape that nothing wanted to line up right or really look good. So it took a minute to kind of figure out how to get that to look right. Like right here, you can see this window right here, and this one up here is one wide, but the windows in front are two wide. So that took a minute to figure all of that out on top. Like, it wasn't too bad, doing this section, but once I got on top and was trying to figure out that dome, it got pretty weird. And if we get up close right here, this looks gigantic, even though this is just like the foundation or whatever. It makes the tower look a little bit bigger than what it is. And it fully wraps all the way around. So I don't have the back of the house done yet. I don't have anything done with it. I was way too busy trying to figure out this tower. I'm about out of wool and I'm going to need more wood. I had to go back a couple of times to the nether to get more soul sand to finish that dome. But I'm actually going to probably leave the house about here for now, because I want to get your guys' opinion, right? Should I continue the house on back at least to maybe about the middle of this tree farm, right? And then finish it off, or should I find a way to tweak the mountain a little bit and then go with the idea that I had for this face? And a third option, I know it's weird to have three options, but I just cannot decide. I finished the house off a little bit, maybe not as far as the middle, but maybe about to where this glass is. And then there's some kind of bridge that leads to a new face, right? And the point of this is all of this is supposed to be one big base, right? Everything's going to be connected. I would like to eventually connect this tower right here in some kind of way. And that might be that hallway we was talking about earlier. Like right in here with the doors that go that way. It could connect to the tower that way. And if you're in the house, you can get to the mine shaft through the house without having to step out. But I would like my base right here, my house, to be filled with all of our farms and little redstone gizmos when we start getting in the redstone. And I want each room to have some kind of purpose. Like this room is eventually going to have a purpose once I could get its full size into scale. And then we'll be able to put the stuff in here that I would like to put in here. And like this room, right, where we have the cactus. This is pretty cool. We now have a cactus farm room that I can shut on and off. Like right now, I can just leave it off. And that won't create any lag later if I'm just accidentally leave my guy chilling here. I would like to have rooms like that. Think of like Etho's cave that he's got going on, right? Where everything's connected. It leads to like different projects and stuff. Similar to that, but in a house. So it's going to be like one big house that has multiple different towers, and it's going to be fantasy themed in a lot of different, ways. Like it's going to have different types of fantasy going on. Thinking about like twists and turns up this mountain a little bit, and just everything be filled with like really cool projects that we do together. So I do want to get y'all's opinion on that. There is three. Like I said, I continue the house to where it needs to be and fix up the mountain, or I continue it, I kind of fix up the mountain here, leave the house where it's at, and then build the face. Or I build the house to about where this glass block is, and then a bridge to the face that I was talking about. So those are the three options. I kind of want to see what y'all say in Reddit or in the YouTube comment. I'm going to be looking forward to it. I think this is where I'm going to leave it for now, because I really don't want to touch anything else back there before, I have the chance to read anything. I think all I'm going to do now is collect resources, because I'm running low on, like I said, wood, wool, a lot of like sandstone and glass. I've been using my diamonds to build new tools. I think this is shovel number 3, maybe 2 or 3 that was diamond. And then I broke a diamond pickaxe earlier, so I need another one of those. So that's going to be loads of fun. I have a lot of stuff to collect and get up in the meantime. But I am looking forward to y'all's comments and to see what y'all think of the base idea. I'm really liking the project so far. Green wool, bit of a pain in the butt. I'm not going to lie. But out of all the colors, I think the green matched this style the most. It was between green and red. Red looked really good too, and red probably would have been a little bit easier in the long run. With all the roses, I could have just bone milled for all the roses and got like a bone farm going or something. But I'm really digging the green. I really like the green. I think this looks cool. I'm loving this base. I will see you all in the next one. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.